Swifties, get ready, because this isn't your average Travis Kelce story. This one isn't about touchdowns, Super Bowl rings, or his legendary on-field antics. No, this is something much more personal, much more emotional. In a moment that caught everyone off guard, the big, tough NFL superstar, known for steamrolling defenses and talking smack with the best of them, was left completely speechless. And why? Because of one tiny, adorable, and completely unexpected request from his little niece, Wyatt Kelce. Travis and his brother, Jason Kelce, were in the middle of recording their wildly popular New Heights podcast. It was their usual setup. Two brothers talking football, cracking jokes, and roasting each other like it was their full-time job. Then in walked Wyatt, Jason's 4-year-old daughter. She just wanted to say hi. Travis, ever the fun-loving uncle, greeted her with his signature grin, expecting her to jump into their usual playful banter. But instead, she looked up at him, her eyes wide, her face completely serious, and asked, "Uncle Trav, can I stay with Taylor?" Silence. Absolute silence. For the first time in what felt like forever, Travis Kelce was completely stunned. His jaw dropped. Jason raised an eyebrow, trying and failing not to laugh. And Travis, the man who takes 300-pound linemen head-on for a living, suddenly found himself overwhelmed with emotions. Because let's break this down. Wyatt wasn't just asking to stay at some random house. She wanted to stay with Taylor Swift. The Taylor Swift. The woman who has spent the last year turning Travis's world upside down in the best way possible. The woman who has gone from being a global icon to someone his own family is falling in love with. This wasn't a casual, "Can I go play at Uncle Trav's house?" kind of question. This was next level, emotional, little kid commitment. This was Wyatt with her whole heart saying, "I love Taylor so much, I don't even want to go home." And Travis? He felt that. Travis has always been a guy who wears his heart on his sleeve. When it comes to the people he loves, he's all in. And now, seeing his niece, this little person who means the absolute world to him, express genuine love for Taylor, it was overwhelming. His voice cracked as he finally responded, "You want to stay with Tay, huh?" He let out a breath, shaking, his head with an emotional smile. Man, she's pretty special. Wyatt, completely unfazed as if she didn't just rock Travis's world, walked away like the princess that she is. "Love you, girl. Bye, Uncle Trav." And in her 4-year-old mind, this was the most logical thing in the world. Because let's be honest, who wouldn't want to stay with Taylor Swift? The woman is basically Disney princess meets rock star meets coolest aunt ever. If fans were emotional watching this moment unfold, imagine how Taylor felt when she heard about it. Because Travis told her immediately. This man practically glows whenever he talks about Taylor. There's no way he wasn't calling her the second the podcast wrapped up. One fan commented, "I'm sure he gets that baby and takes her to see Taylor." Another added, "Oh, so cute. He loves those girls so much." And Taylor, she was probably somewhere on her Eras tour, casually breaking the internet, only to pause, clutch her heart, and whisper, "Oh my God, Wyatt, I love you." Because here's the thing, Taylor isn't just dating Travis. She's slowly becoming part of the Kelce family. This moment proves it. This isn't just a celebrity romance anymore. This is deeper. This is about real connections, real emotions, and real people who genuinely love having Taylor Swift in their lives. If you've been following this love story from the beginning, you know it wasn't always a guaranteed fairy tale. When Travis first shot his shot with Taylor, publicly, might I add, by talking about his failed attempt to give her a friendship bracelet at her concert, no one knew if she would even respond. Sure, he's a Super Bowl-winning tight end, but she's Taylor Swift. The woman has stadiums full of people chanting her name every night. The odds weren't exactly in his favor. And yet, here we are. Months later, Taylor is not only with Travis, but she's fully integrated into his world. She's showing up to games, sitting with his family, hugging his mom like they've been besties for years. Now even his little niece is ready to pack her bags and move in with her. It's wild. And Travis knows how special this is. He knows what he and Taylor have is rare. And the fact that the people who matter most in his life, the ones who've known him forever, are embracing Taylor just as much as he has. That's what made this moment so overwhelming. Wyatt loves Taylor. Travis loves his niece. And Taylor? Well, if we know anything about her, she's probably already brainstorming ways to make Wyatt the happiest little girl in the world. If this moment wasn't already enough to melt your heart, let's take a step back and talk about some of the other incredibly sweet interactions these two have shared. Because believe it or not, this isn't the first time Wyatt has made it very clear that she absolutely adores Taylor Swift. Ever since Taylor entered the Kelce family's orbit, Wyatt has been front and center, soaking up every magical moment. And honestly, who can blame her? When your uncle starts dating the Taylor Swift, it's basically like gaining a real-life fairy tale princess as an honorary aunt. One of the earliest and most unforgettable moments came during a Chiefs game when Taylor was spotted sitting in the Kelce family suite. Most kids at a football game are either stuffing their faces with snacks or getting bored by the second quarter, but not Wyatt. She had eyes only for Taylor. At one point, as the cameras panned to Taylor cheering on Travis, Wyatt, dressed in her adorable Chiefs gear, was seen sitting right beside her, completely mesmerized. Fans couldn't get enough of the way Taylor interacted with her, talking to her like they'd been best friends forever. It was so heartwarming. And then, in a moment that sent Swifties and Chiefs Kingdom into a collective meltdown, Taylor leaned down and whispered something to Wyatt, making her giggle uncontrollably. The internet exploded with speculation. What did Taylor say? Was she giving her inside secrets? Planning a future playdate? We may never know. But one thing was clear. Wyatt was all in on the Taylor Swift experience. And let's not forget the bracelet moment. Wyatt, already a Swiftie in training, made Taylor a friendship bracelet. And not just any bracelet, one with the letter T spelled out in colorful beads. When Taylor received it, she didn't just thank Wyatt and move on. She immediately put it on her wrist and wore it for the rest of the night. A global pop superstar rocking a homemade bracelet from a 4-year-old like it was the most valuable piece of jewelry she'd ever owned. If that doesn't tell you how much Taylor adores Wyatt, just as much as Wyatt adores her, I don't know what will. At this point, it's safe to say that Wyatt isn't just a fan of Taylor. She's officially her biggest little fan. And with Tabaze, every hug, every giggle, and every moment they share, it's becoming clearer and clearer that Taylor isn't just dating Travis. She's becoming a part of his family. And honestly, that might be the sweetest part of this entire love story. So what's next? Are we about to see Wyatt at a Taylor Swift concert, front row, wearing a custom Kelce Swift jersey? Is Taylor going to write a song about this ridiculously adorable moment? Is Travis going to start seriously considering the idea of marriage and kids now that he's seen how seamlessly Taylor fits into his family? Anything is possible at this point. One thing's for sure, though. This story is far from over, and if this emotional moment taught us anything, it's that Travis Kelce has found something truly real with Taylor Swift. And if his little niece has anything to say about it, Taylor's not going anywhere anytime soon.